in this year, 2020, the burden and the residue of the year probably is bigger than usual. In addition to that, we each have our own burdens that we've carried, our heartaches, our losses, our own sense of inadequacies, etc., that come up. One of the things about the burning bowl is it is a ritual. It's a ritual for us to release. Ultimately, the release process is about reducing or eliminating the sense of separation. And we often have separation from people we have loved because of something that has happened between us. This year we've had a sense of separation from our congregation, but we also have had a sense of separation from many people in our country because of the way people have decided to divide themselves into camps left and right. So there's been a great sense of separation. And what we do in the burning bowl ceremony is we try to reduce the sense of separation by releasing all the emotional aspects around that, the judgments, releasing the identities that have kept us from being with each other. There's another layer of separation we need to deal with, and that is the sense of separation that we have from ourselves. So when we come to this time of the release, let's also release that sense of separation inside. I feel like this would be a grand healing for us to say to ourselves with such kindness and tenderness, I accept you. If we could apply that to ourselves, I think we might be able to start to apply it to the rest of the world out there. But the first thing we need to do before we do that is to make a commitment to this idea of reducing the sense of separation. In so doing, we begin to mend what, as we say in unity, is one presence, one power. There's only one in this universe, but it looks like many. And we begin to mend the rent that has kept us apart. So I'm asking you, in essence, to not only release, but to take a step forward, a step toward each other. Those on the outside, those on the inside. And if we will do that, I believe what we will find is that there will be a quieting of the noise that goes on inside us, a reduction of the internal tension that lives within us as we become accepting of ourselves and more accepting of others as well. One of the great secrets that Unity discovered or has promoted is this idea of denial. And a denial basically says this, it says, nothing on the outside can control my insides. We deny it has power over us on the inside. And so our denial is not that it exists out there. Our denial is that it has power over our own experience. So what we're trying to do here in this burning bowl thing is to take away the habits of seeing the world as controlling our experience. Take away that its dominance of our experience and return the power and the strength to ourselves. And the first step in that is the release. We release others. We release the burdens that we carry. We release our own feelings about how the world is. And then we release the same thing on the inside. We release how we have felt about ourselves. We release our mistakes. We release our shame. And we come back to this place where we are open to having a new experience. This is the beginning of the awakening to our own true nature, the letting go. And then we, as Unity has taught us, we affirm that which we wish to experience. So we affirm the joy, the happiness, and the love that we wish to experience. We are not confined by the past, but we are creators of today. The way we're inviting you to do this is to write down on some form of paper that which you wish to release. And then to hold that paper and infuse it with your intention to let this burden go. Let the piece of paper carry the burden that you have been carrying. Let the compression of your squeeze of this piece of paper infuse it with all that you wish to let go, so that your heart might be lighter, your mind might be more at ease, and this world might be a sweeter place. But this idea is that we are going to do our best to, through this ritual, release that which has been a burden to us. Is it the heartache of special relationships? Is it the heartache of the situation of the world? Is it the sense of loss of control? What is it you wish to let go of? Remember, we are not just bodies. So whatever is happening in the body does not necessarily have to control us either. So if there's suffering in the body, let's release that as well. Let's release our attachment to being right while we're at it. Let's release our attachment to having to control situations. Let's release that which has held us back as human beings from being happy. This has been a difficult year for many. And so I'm with you in that suffering. I understand. Let's take this time to let it go and to move into the new phase of what is possible for us. You are an incredible human being, just as you are. And it's easy to forget. Let this be a time of remembering, starting with the releasing of the decisions we've made so far. Namaste and blessings.
They say everything can be replaced. They say every distance is not need. And I see on every face